Hey guys, Lucas here again for another movie review. Today it's for Silver Linings Playbook, written and directed by David O Russel and starring Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence. Silver Linings Playbook is based on a book of I think by the same name, and it's written and directed by David O Russel, who has done many movies in the past, such as The Fighter, I Heart Huckabees, and Three Kings, I believe. And I usually find his films to be a little overrated and a little overhyped. And this film was no exception. There's a lot of hype going into this film, but not only is this David O. Russell's best film to date, it is one of the best movies I've seen all year. It stars Bradley Cooper and Jennifer Lawrence and Robert De Niro, Jackie Weaver, and a whole slew of other characters, including Chris Tucker, who kind of came out of semi-retirement for this movie. And it's about Bradley Cooper's character who just gets out of a mental hospital. He's been diagnosed with being bipolar, and he kind of goes back to Philadelphia to kind of reconnect with his ex-wife who cheated on him, and try to connect with his family and try to get back together with her. Along the way, he meets this other kind of crazy, strange girl played by Jennifer Lawrence, and they kind of form a bond, and it's basically about how they interact with the outside world, with each other, and their families. There's not a lot of wrong with this movie, so I'm just going to get my few gripes with it out of the way. One, I think the movie is about 10 minutes too long or so. It's a little under 2 hours, but I think the last 10 minutes or so could have been cut off, or just a little bit shorter, because it was a little bit predictable, so I knew where it was going to go. And other than that, there's a section above kind of the finale of the film where I thought it was kind of focusing more on Philadelphia Eagles football team. That was the main story and the main characters. But that's just a small gripe. Other than that, this is a near flawless movie. One, I would say that the acting in this movie is pretty incredible by everyone. One, Bradley Cooper, this is definitely his best performance I've ever seen him in, and it's funny because he's kind of reuniting with Robert De Niro on this one since Limitless, and he could maybe be nominated. I doubt they will nominate him, but I think if he did get a nomination, it would be well deserved. But I think if anyone deserves to get a nomination this year, it would be Jennifer Lawrence, and I know she has in the past, but she's great in this movie. She's very intense, but it can also be very likable and funny, and both of them can, and they have a really interesting relationship. Supporting cast actually has to be some of the best of the year, too. Jackie Weaver's good. She doesn't have a lot to do in her role, but what she does, she's very effective. Robert De Niro, who plays Bradley Cooper's dad, is fantastic as well, and even Chris Tucker, who comes back, is not his typical annoying Chris Tucker self. He has his little Chris Tucker-isms in the movie, but it's kind of downplayed, and actually I really like this character a lot. And another thing I think this makes this David O. Russell's best film is his writing, and this has to be some of the best writing or character-based writing I've seen all year. Just the dialogue exchanges and the interactions between every character just feels so real, and especially because these two characters are bipolar, and they kind of have no filter. You get a lot of honest dialogue in what they're speaking on their minds, and it's very interesting to have kind of a no bullshit kind of movie like this. And it also kind of begs an interesting question, and it asks us, maybe these people that we think are crazy and have no filter and can't control them, maybe they're more normal than us who try to mask our feelings and pretend we're something we're not, or try to be something we're not. A balance between comedy and drama. I would say this is definitely more of a drama than a comedy, if anything, but the first half is definitely more of a drama, and the last half is kind of more of a comedy, but still has some dramatic moments. And besides that one scene with the Eagles and the team and stuff I brought up before, I think they handled that very well. David O. Russell kind of moves us into that slowly but surely. And there's a lot of nice moments in here, a lot of funny moments, one including Bradley Cooper's therapist that I thought was very funny. And overall, the movie, just except for those couple of bad, those slow moments. I thought this movie balanced itself very well, especially in between genres. And the movie, like I said, is also very sweet. It's definitely emotionally resonant. There was definitely some times where I felt my eyes getting heavy, and then it would bring me back around with a nice comedic moment. So I love it when a movie can take me on a emotional roller coaster like that, and that really is due to the characters and how believable it is. Overall, I really don't have much problems with this movie. Like I said, it's a fantastic movie. I can definitely say it's one of the few great movies I've seen this year. And I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5. And surprisingly, that's not a rating I've given out a lot this year. It's definitely one of the best movies I've seen this year. It's definitely the most heartfelt and the most genuine movie I've probably seen. So definitely check it out. I think you're going to love it. So if you like this review, please subscribe for more. I'll probably have early reviews for This Is 40 and Zero Dark 30 and a couple other things in the next couple of weeks, so subscribe for that. If you like this review, also click the like button, and I'll see you guys later.
Lost in my mind, lost in my mind. Oh, I
know you don't want to listen to your father, I didn't listen to mine. But when life reaches out at a moment like this, it's a sin if you don't reach back.
This is what I believe to be true. You have to do everything you can. And if you stay positive, you have a shot at a silver lining.